Welcome to PrepsNet Coach Speak with Minor Tenacious Tigers head football coach Adrian Abrams, powered by CM Gridiron. Here's your host, Aubrey Johnson.
We're in the weight room of Minor High School. Good to see you again, Coach.
Glad to be here.
Absolutely. So you had a really nice win against Mortimer Jordan this past Friday, 33-26. Tell us about the night.
It was a night where we jumped out early, but we knew it was going to be a big region win in terms of standing, in terms of, a playoff berth. And Mortimer Jordan came out and they played a really hard game. They answered the second half, and we were able to pull it out there at the end with some perseverance.
Well, good. Well, your offense really came to play. They put up 33 points. Who shined in the game?
Well, you got to go to the man, Dominique White.
Yep.
He really shined. He did exactly what he's expected to do. He scored a touchdown on special teams, had a receiving touchdown,
Nice.
had a pair of receiving touchdowns. So he just really had an outstanding night for us. Also, my offensive line did a great job of protecting when they needed to protect, and it was an overall great team win.
Good, good. So, as usual, we want to ask about injuries. How did it go?
We came out, it's football in October now, so you're going to have some bumps and bruises,
Right.
but no serious injuries.
No serious. That's good. So we're going to add a little segment here. We call it Player Spotlight, and we want to spotlight on a particular player. You've already mentioned his name, Dominique White. He's a junior wide receiver, but he's also kind of a Swiss Army knife, isn't he, Coach?
Yes, sir. He plays it all. We'll line him up at Wildcat. He plays receiver. He plays some DB. He had over 100 yards in kick returns and a kick return for a touchdown.
Wow.
He can literally do it all. He is a great football player. He loves the game, but everything that he does on the field is a testament to how he practices. He practices as hard as any player I've ever had here before.
Well, practice makes perfect.
Perfect
Coach?
practice makes perfect.
There you
Absolutely.
go. There you go. So I wanted to ask, what does a typical game day look like for you?
Well, I'll take you through a home game day.
Yeah, they're a little different, home and away.
They
right?
are a little different,
Yeah.
especially last Friday, which was homecoming. So we had an early pep rally. Once you get out of the pep rally, we had a parade. We had pregame meal. We go to pregame meal, pregame devotional. I kind of let the players, have a little time just to get their minds right before that. After pregame meal, we're going to start doing substitutions. We're going to walk the field. We're going to come back in, and once we get back in, then it's pretty much game time.
Yeah, good deal, good deal. So we'll be right back after this message. We'll talk about next week's opponent.
PrepsNet Coach Speak is powered by CM Gridiron. CM Gridiron is your home of fan-focused Alabama high school football. From our weekly interactive Team of the Week and Offensive and Defensive Fan-Selected Player of the Week polls to the Alabama High School Stadium Tour, player profiles, Coach of the Week features, and live in-game scoreboards, CM Gridiron is the largest fan-driven digital platform in the state of Alabama. Your team, your voice, your vote, your game. CM Gridiron.
And we're back. Coach, this week, tough assignment. You've got Parker at Parker, and they've only lost one game, and that was to a nationally ranked Carrollton, Georgia team. What do you expect to see from them this week?
Well, they're really athletic. They got a lot of guys.
Right.
They're physical. They're fast, and so we know, they play that brand of football. But I also feel as if we come out and we play our game, we do what we do,
Right.
then, it doesn't matter who we play. We can play with anybody in the state.
Absolutely. Anything can happen on a given Friday night. For
Hey,
sure.
did you watch last Saturday?
Like, I was going to bring that up. I'm glad you did, though. Unfortunately, I watched a little. Coach Frank Warren over there is in his 5th year. He's been very successful. He's got a 42-15 record. He's got them clicking right now. What do you see as his style of play?
Coach Warren, they're always going to be physical.
Right.
He's going to get his kids to play hard. There's a lot of big plays there. And so when you go over there, you can just gear up for a very physical game.
Right. Gotcha. So, I thought about week in and week out, I ask you about what the other coach's style of play is. And it dawned on me, I've never asked you what your style of play is.
Well,
I'd love to know.
When you play us, you put on the tape. What I want you to see is a physical brand of football.
Right.
We're playing fast, but we also are technically sound.
Yeah.
Because I think when all the scheme, and there are some great coaches here in 6A, 5A, the Birmingham area, regardless, 7A.
Right.
But when all the schemes, the punch and the counter punches, it all comes back to skill.
Right.
And so we want to make sure that we are continually developing skill. So when it comes down to the nitty gritty, our skill, we do what we do better than you do what you do.
Yeah, for sure. So, Coach, that's our show. We appreciate your time, and we certainly appreciate you watching week in and week out. Join us again next week for another minor version of Coach Speak.
Go Tigers.